Good evening, Mayor, and also the members of City of Riverside. My name is Richard Jr., veteran of Vietnam, Republic of Vietnam Air Force as a helicopter pilot, and a businessman in Riverside, investor in Riverside. Today I'm here to talk about the city of K谊and the city of Riverside system. Almost 40 years ago have passed since April of 1975. Before South Vietnam, by the Northern Vietnamese invasion. This event resulted to millions of Vietnamese to escape their country, their homeland, to seek for freedom in many countries around the world. The freedom that had no longer existed in their homeland. Most of Vietnamese immigrants who have survived the escape have settled in the United States of America, making up the majority of the population of Southern California, and specifically in the Inland Empire. But the mortality rate of the escapee was high, as nearly half of millions of Vietnamese immigrants have perished in high sea on the seek for freedom. To the great majority of Vietnamese American in the United States of America, and particularly in the Inland Empire. The regime set solely by the Vietnamese Communist Party in one of the most brutal dictatorships in history. The Communist Party of Vietnam, which had been in place since 1975, is mainly power of the whole country. We're maintaining a monopoly in state power. It has faced growing public discontent with the lack of basic freedoms and violation of human rights. Refer to the Human Rights Watch in 2014. The country report on page 399 for the reference of our claim. The Vietnamese still currently reside in Vietnam, especially in K谊, greatly suffering. The Vietnamese Americans have been supporting our fellow countrymen in the struggle for freedom and democracy in Vietnam. Why? Well, we need to bring back those painful memories for the people who value their freedom. On behalf of millions of Vietnamese American veterans in the United States of America, we express our concern about this issue.
Trained
Thank you.
Followed by Bill Ho. Dr. Bill. Bill Ho, followed by Dr. Bill.
Honorable Mayor and City Council member, my name is Dr. Vo. I'm the Federation Vietnamese American of America. First, I would like to thank you for giving us an opportunity to be here today to share our information. We came here today to share information about Vietnam, and that today I learned, when I came here, I learned a lot about City of Riverside, the democracy process. And I learned that you very care. As a doctor to practice medicine, 35 years in Pomona, and as a senior citizen, I'm very glad to care about the healthcare for seniors and the program of the healthcare. And like I admire, Councilmember Davis to recognize his diabetes. A lot of my patients don't do that. So before I say something about Vietnam, I want to say thank you for opportunity to me today, and thank you for all the program City Riverside. I may want to move my office from Pomona to Riverside to serve the people of Riverside today. Also, I would like to say thank you for all Vietnamese Americans come from San Diego, San Jose, and everywhere today, just because we love freedom. We have sent letter to you, we sent email to you, so I think I need to talk about human rights record Vietnam. I've been go to Congress, I go to United Nations every year to share with them what human rights in Vietnam, in Human Rights Watch, the State Department about human rights in Vietnam. So I just want to share. We came to America because it is a land of freedom. And we thank you, American people, to help us to give us opportunity to be back again today, thriving Vietnamese American society that we contribute in the America. 40 years had passed, but now looking back, Vietnam is still the worst country in human rights record, and the economy on the outside, you come back to Saigon, you see it change, but if you go to the countryside, you see it not. Do you want to live in a country that you go to bed at night and you don't know next day, are you still in your home? Or somebody take you to jail because you say something about government. In America, city can decide and we can come to talk and share information to change. Vietnam can not do that. So, American is a country of freedom. Let's make decisions now, like Paul said, to make our children proud of the city of Riverside. Your decision today will echo the whole world. The whole world watching today for city of Riverside to make that right decision. Freedom, the land of freedom will be, the freedom will be all over the world. Thank you very much.
My name is James.
Yes, please, James. Followed by Van Home, and if PHIệN Van comes back, I'll save his card.
My name is James a business owner in San Bernardino City. I'm the former president of the Vietnamese National Military Academy in Southern California. The mayor of the city of Riverside are city council members. This coming April, the Vietnamese community will commemorate the 40th anniversary of the Black April. What is a Black April? That is, the day is April 30th, 1975, 40 years ago. The day the frontier of the free world collapsed. The day the people of the South Vietnam felt the sky was falling on them. Since that day, the communist regime took over the country by force and controlled the whole Vietnam. And some of the ladies say something happened bad now in Vietnam because of that regime. Then what had happened after that day? The living condition was very bad. Back to the very last and durable breaking point. People of the South took the whole family, risked their life in the open sea. Because they escaped from their own country. According to the press record, there were more than 500,000 people that were killed by the pirates or drowned under the Pacific Ocean. For what purpose? Yes, for freedom. We are the survivors. Freedom is not free, like what the lady said earlier. We paid for a high price. But refugees, we evacuated with this flag, yellow flag, to this wonderful country, the United States of America. To us, this country is a paradise, not just because of its beauty or richness, just because, just like someone just said earlier, because it's people like you. For freedom and the democracy we are living in. Today, we are proud to be American citizens. Since we are living in paradise, you may want to ask us why we still care about the people back in Vietnam. Because there is still no freedom, no democracy, no human rights in Vietnam. We all know that. Record in the world show that. We cannot cover our eyes and then ignore it because we are educated. We are elected by the people. Please, in the past of veterans, it was an honor for us to fight for the freedom of Vietnam. Today, as Americans, it is more than an honor for us to be here today to convey the message, to convince our city, but not to establish the relationship.
Riverside down to San Diego County, and I hope that this opportunity is not the first time that I meet with you gentlemen, and I hope that we'll be friends because we're not just stop here just for this issue of the city between Riverside and CadzN THIA, but we see that we need to talk more about the friendship between even City of Riverside and our federation. First of all, you heard about many horror stories about Vietnam, and but one thing when I sit here throughout the night, I learned about this issue. We learned that the International Relation Council of this city, Riverside, had discussed about the issue of citizenship since 2012. We did not know anything about this. And then you vote to approve it in March of 2014, if I'm not wrong. So I believe that to make a wise choice, whenever you have to deal with, just like in every city, every level of city, state, or federal, when we have to deal with any issue, we should ask opinion for different experts. And we believe that the Vietnamese American know about Vietnamese communist regime more than anybody else. And we could give you our suggestion to do the best for the city for the citizen of Riverside and the citizen of CadzN THIA. And I thought that 40 years before, Vietnamese people don't know about Riverside citizens, and I thought that after 40 years we know better than that, but in fact we did not. But anyway, many leaders in the communist country had declared that you cannot change the communist regime, you have to overthrow them. In Washington DC, there's a monument where they pay respect to 100 millions of victims have died in the communist country. So we have more time to talk about it, but I just share with you that the communists have their way. Like they said, don't listen to them, look what they've done. You can have a program, build a health hospital in CadzN THIA. Then, because of that corrupt government regime, they're gonna sell those equipment. All of the tools that you want to benefit to the citizen, they're gonna sell it. You give gifts to the citizen. By the time your delegation leaves CadzN THIA, the secret police officer tells those citizens of CadzN THIA, come here, give me those gifts. Get out of here. So those are the communists. Thank you.
Kevin Dawson.